everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 back-to-back battles. I'm feeling a lot better, guys. I'm feeling a lot better. I got like 95% of my strength back. But we are going to use this team Ben Kiriakou used to get top 8 at the London International, and we changed our Rango to Porygon2. I might want to switch into for some Intimidate because I would love Intimidate on this team. Maybe a Salamence. But we're going to see the team of Marowak, Tapu Lele, Araquanid, Porygon2, Mudsdale, and Xurkitree. So this looks like a very Trick Room oriented team. I just took a shower, guys, sorry. And I don't know, it's Christmas Eve. I hope you guys are having a happy holidays wherever you live, if you celebrate the holidays. Milotic seems pretty solid. Milotic does seem pretty solid. Okay, so his Trick Room set is Porygon2, which I can actually just beat with my Hariyama straight out. He'll probably just lead Tapu Lele though. Secondly, Kartana Tapu Lele, Hariyama to counteract the Tapu Lele, unless it's Scarf, but I don't think it would be Scarf on this team. We'd have Milotic. Porygon2 can be pretty good. I think I'll have Marowak though, just as a check to Xurkitree in case it's necessary. I don't know, what do you guys think about the holidays? I love the holidays personally. I just haven't been able to get into that Christmas spirit yet. And it's Christmas Eve, so I know I love celebrating the holidays. I love this time of year. It's usually a very nice, warming time of year. I love seeing everyone being kind to each other, giving gifts. I always love that feeling. We're going to see Marowak Porygon2, which is not what I expected at all. Against Kartana and Hariyama, I don't need my Kartana and I need my Hariyama, but Marowak shouldn't be able to knock my Hariyama out with a single attack. So I think I'll just... I don't need Kartana either for his team, other than Tapu Lele. I guess he could send that out though. So I'll preserve by going Kartana into my Milotic, and I'll just go for the all-out pummeling right here. The best play I think he could make is switching out Porygon2 into Araquanid or Tapu Lele, but any chance to get rid of that Porygon2 is a chance I'm willing to take. Although he should be trying to get rid of my Hariyama so his Porygon2 could safely set up Trick Room. Porygon2 isn't a Pokemon that really cares to protect, so I feel like this is a pretty safe play for me. So we'll go out into my Milotic. As we're going to see Porygon2 just go straight for the Tri-Attack actually. I guess he's going to go after Kartana and try to break my Focus Sash. We're going to get our Maranga Berry boost, which is very nice. And we are going to see the Flare Blitz come out. And it will target down the Kartana, so he's worried about Kartana for some reason. But he's going to sack his Porygon2 in order to get rid of my Kartana, which I don't agree with since I think his team can handle Kartana. We're going to get this all-out pummeling, and this is going to be a easy KO. And I'm looking at my screen because I'm making sure I hit the record button because I didn't hit the record button earlier. So yeah, I ended up missing 2 battles, but they weren't I don't think they were the greatest, so I'm pretty content. We're gonna get the all-out pummeling. Goodbye Porygon2. Though one of the few things that can actually knock out Porygon2 in this format, which I love. It's beautiful. We're already up 4-3. We have our Milotic out. We have our Maranga Berry boost. Hariyama hasn't taken much damage. We are pretty much set right here. Xurkitree is going to come out. And to be honest, I will go for... I don't need my Milotic either, did I? I only really need... Yeah, I only need my Milotic for Mudsdale and Marowak. So I'll just protect my Milotic right here, and I'll go for that knockoff into his own Marowak because my own Marowak can beat the Xurkitree unless it has HP ground. So my Milotic will protect here. We will see a Thunderbolt. And he has Lightning Rod, so actually that was a pretty bad play by my opponent. Probably going to go for the Flare Blitz into Hariyama or the Shadow Bone. Yep. Shadow Bone's going to come out, target down the Hariyama. Alright, my defense falls. Not really a big deal. We get the Shadow Bone. Well, we get the knockoff onto the Marowak, and that's key. We get rid of the Fit Club. And he might want to switch out Marowak, which is kind of what I'm anticipating. So I'm just going to Scald the Marowak and switch out into my own Marowak. Because if he wants to discharge, that's fine. Because I think we'll live with the Maranga Berry boost. So we'll go out into Marowak. We're going to see the Energy Ball come out. I don't think that'll knock me out. I spit out lies, people. Did you know that? I honestly wasn't expecting that to KO. The Beast Boost is going to activate, and we're probably going to take a... Oh, we're going to see the Flare Blitz. Okay. Which makes sense, because Shadow Bone would have knocked my Hariyama out. So nice. Nice. Alright. We're in a fine enough position here. I can go straight out into my Kartana and click Night Slash, and I can go for a Flare Blitz into the Circuitry. I'm not going to risk Bonemerang when I really don't need to. So yeah, I'll click Night Slash, and I'll click Flare Blitz. I didn't need Milotic, as I said. We could see an HP ground from the Circuitry, which would be very scary, I guess. The only things that can threaten me are actually HP ground and HP fire, but he's going to protect, which, you know, is alright. I get to knock out the Marowak for free, I get my Beast Boost, and now I can actually knock out the Circuitry with a Leaf Blade, I believe. Unless he's carrying Focus Sash. So we're going to get our Beast Boost. No matter what, he couldn't really prevent this scenario, as Flare Blitz will come out into the Circuitry. Rockwind might be in the back, which is kind of what I'm anticipating. Yep. And, I think I kind of want to double up the Rockwind, to be honest. But then again, a Rockwind can't touch Kartana, really. So I'll just Shadow Bone and Leaf Blade. I think it's pretty safe. Leaf Blade should not get the Circuitry unless it's Sash again. And Marowak is faster than Rockwind, so we'll get the Shadow Bone damage to put in the Leaf Blade range. As a Rockwind, it's going to protect. Okay. I will accept that. Leaf Blade will come out and target down the Circuitry. That should pick up a knockout. It is Focus Sash. So let's see if he has a move that can actually knock me out. It is going to be the Hidden Power coming out. Into the Kartana. It's not HP Fire. That looks like HP Ice. But I'm still surprised that did so much. Alright, so Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, and Hidden Power. So I'm guessing he's not... So I guess he doesn't have a way to touch Marowak. So I'll just double up into a Rockwind. Since Leaf Blade plus Shadow Bone will knock out a Rockwind. And then he can't touch Marowak. The only way he can win this is by getting double protect on the Rockwind. And he's, yeah, gonna protect Circuitry, try to knock out my Kartana, but I don't think that was the right play. Because I need to target the Rockwind to make sure it can't move, as we will get the Shadow Bone and Leaf Blade into the Rockwind, and that will be good game, because Circuitry will just go down to Leaf Blade next turn. So I think we played that pretty well. I don't think my opponent should have sacked Porygon. I'm surprised we didn't see Tapu Lele come out, because that was a Pokemon that could actually knock out my Hariyama. So I think my opponent should have definitely switched out the Porygon into a Rockwind that first turn. And should have tried focusing, getting rid of my Hariyama. And even if he took a lot of damage, Porygon2 could set up a Trick Room, and then a Trick Room mode could actually sweep me in the end game. At least that's what my opinion, or how I would have handled that game if I was my opponent. But we do take a nice victory, which is pretty nice. And I'm wondering how long this video should be, because I don't actually have a lot of time to record, but I'm gonna try to record for as long as I can. I want to squeeze in 3 battles, but I don't want to go 30 minutes. But yeah, this team is pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think it's pretty fun. Shadow from Mexico will be our next opponent. Bring the team of Ninetales, Tapu Bulu, Marowak, Circuitry, Salamence, and Metagross. So, okay, pretty interesting team. Our Kartana does extremely well in the matchup. I think Kartana plus Ninetales can actually dominate. Like, actually dominate. Alright, so Pokemon I don't want to bring. Hariyama is not really necessary in this game. Milotic can do pretty well. Porygon2 could do decent. I'm not really seeing a reason to bring Porygon2 though. Although he does lose to Trick Room plus Marowak if I get rid of his own Marowak. So I could try to go for that kind of play, but I think I like Ninetales Milotic. Ninetales, Kartana, Milotic, Marowak. I don't really see anything wrong with bringing these. The thing that's going to annoy me is his own Milotic. I'm not Milotic, Ninetales. Because Ninetales is a very threatening Pokemon. Blizzard is very scary to deal with. Especially if it gets to freeze. But the fact that it'll do lots with Kartana is going to hurt me. So we'll see when my opponent decides to lead. I lead Ninetales, Kartana. As we'll see, Tapu Bulu and Marowak. Okay, so not exactly the greatest situation for me. Snow Warning will activate. To be honest, I see no chance of him targeting down my... I see no chance of him targeting down my Ninetales here. I could see him target down my Kartana slot with a double up. How much do I value Milotic? That's the question. I don't really value Milotic much in this game, to be honest. And I don't think he would double up into Ninetales, because Ninetales is not a threat. Kartana is a really big threat to his team, though. So I think I'll switch out to Milotic. I don't really care if I lose Milotic, to be honest. Because Kartana plus Ninetales plus Marowak should be able to win the game straight out for me, in my opinion. As we'll see Tapu Bulu actually go for the Protect, so I'm guessing we're going to see a Shadow Bone or Flare Blitz. I don't know what he's going to do. Alright, Blizzard comes out. Good damage to the Marowak. I respect it. And Flare Blitz coming out into the Ninetales, it looks like. Oh, it's going to be the Milotic. Shoot, that does a lot of damage. But he's in Night Slash range now, even at -1, so I'm content with that 100%. His Tapu Bulu is faster than my Milotic. That's an interesting thing to note. Okay. I just found that pretty interesting. And how I know that is because of the hail. So that's interesting to note. I don't need my Milotic once again. I will just go for the Blizzard, and I'll go for the Scald into Marowak. Yeah. Getting rid of Marowak would be great for my Kartana, as we get that Blizzard off. Very nice damage. And we're going to see the Wood Hammer. It's not ideal if he knocks himself out, though. He gets a crit. Doesn't matter. Because Milotic would have gone down to the Wood Hammer. I was hoping he would live. Okay, so Tapu Bulu goes down. And we'll see the Shadow Bone come out into my Ninetales. Bringing it down to Focus Sash, actually. But Ninetales isn't the very it's not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, so wasn't expecting much there. But we do get Grassy Terrain, which is pretty nice. Alright, Marowak is healing. Yep. I can go out into my Kartana, I think. It's pretty safe. Metagross is going to come out. I don't know if he has Bullet Punch. Oh man, if he has Bullet Punch, I think... If he has Bullet Punch plus Ment in the back, I think I lose. Alright, so I don't think he should attack my... Okay, I think I'm going to switch out to Marowak in case he does have Bullet Punch. And I'll go for my Night Slash into the Marowak slot. I mean, I would just sack Marowak here, to be honest, to get the free switch into Salamence. I guess he wouldn't... Maybe he wouldn't want to do that because of the Beast Boost, but I think it's worth it. Okay, he's actually just going to protect Marowak, so this is actually pretty ideal for me. As we'll probably see a Bullet Punch. Yep, Bullet Punch going to go out into my Marowak. Pretty ideal for me, in my opinion. And we get the Night Slash into Protect, but that's completely fine, because I can still threaten it with a Night Slash the following turn. And the Marowak, we will be able to live his own head, but unless he flinches me, which is always potential. And I think I can just go for the Shadow Bone and a Night Slash. This Grassy Terrain is really helping us, actually. It's not helping my opponent too much, but it's actually really helping us. Which is kind of one of the reasons why I don't like Tapu Bulu. It kind of heals your opponent for you. And even though recovery on your own side is nice, I feel like sometimes the recovery kind of screws you over on your side. So I'll go for the Shadow Bone in case he wants to go for a Metagross switch in. And I'll Night Slash the... Actually, I should double up the Marowak slot, right? Yeah, if I double up the Marowak slot, I'll be able to knock out I'll be able to put his Salamence in a Night Slash range and being able to, yeah. So we're gonna see the Marowak switch out. Probably Salamence is coming in. Yep. And I wouldn't be surprised to see you Protect from Metagross. I could just see the Zen Headbutt as well. I think Protect is more ideal. You want to save it for the Bullet Punch. Oh wow, he's not. We're gonna get the Night Slash off onto Salamence. Not doing as much as I would have liked, as the Zen Headbutt will come out into the Marowak. Please don't flinch. Thank you. We will get the Shadow Bone off, and it will target it down. That Salamence, and it puts it in Smart Strike range, even without that defense drop. Perfect. Actually, I could just go for Night Slash. I have no reason not to. Well, he could be Scarf Salamence. I think that's the only way I lose, but I can't do anything if he Scarf anyway, because he literally wins by clicking Bullet Punch plus Flamethrower. Yeah. So I have to hope he's not Scarf. Most Salamances aren't Scarfed in this generation. So I'll go for I'll just Protect Marowak here. And Night Slash the Salamence. Yeah. Even if he attacks with Metagross onto Kartana, it's not going to do much. So I think I made the best potential play for me. As we're going to see the Protect from Salamence, so he's naturally Scarf, so 100%. I went for the Night Slash. If he was Choice Specs and I targeted down the Metagross, I would have been screwed. So Night Slash into the Salamence. Sounds like there's going to be like fireworks or something. As we see the Meteor Mash straight into the Kartana, I kind of disagree with that play, actually. The reason I disagree with that play is I don't think it helps my opponent. But nice, we might actually be able to live an attack from his Metagross. So I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Bone into my opponent's Metagross, and I'll go for the Night Slash into the Salamence. His best play here, I think, is to sack Marowak, but he's actually gonna stay in, so I'm gonna get the Beast Boost. So great. Salamence goes down. And we will get the Beast Boost, so we are back at neutral. And the Zen Headbutt is going to come out. Target that Marowak. Will it be able to pick up the knockout? Looks like it will. Hail is actually going to screw me over. Alright, so we can get Ninetales up. We're going to see Marowak come out. And I have no reason not to click Aurora Veil plus Night Slash onto the Marowak. I'm not risking his Marowak attacking. Although I could just Night Slash the Metagross actually. I don't think you... Yeah, I'm... Actually, you know what? I'm a man. I'm gonna click Night Slash and Metagross. There's no way you're not protecting Marowak. You should protect Marowak. Yep. Marowak's going to protect. Let's see if he goes for the Bullet Punch or just a Meteor Mash once again. It's going to be the Bullet Punch, and it's going to target down the Ninetales, so completely fine by me. Ninetales is going to go down. But we get the Night Slash damage into Metagross. We get to knock out the Marowak the following turn, and then we'll get the Beast Boost and be able to knock out the Metagross from there. But this hail could make this endgame a bit scary. Okay, it depends on if he gets a double protect with Marowak, in my opinion. He needs to double protect to win the game, so I could target the Metagross, but I think I've been enough of a man. I think I don't need to make anything foolish. Yeah, he didn't protect Marowak. Perfect, we're gonna get the Night Slash off. That'll knock out the Marowak. We will get a Beast Boost, and he should have no way to beat the Kartana now. Unless he has Earthquake. But I don't think Earthquake plus Bullet Punch will do it. Actually, maybe it would with Hail. He's going to miss the Meteor Mash. Even if he got a crit Meteor Mash to attack boost plus Hail plus the Bullet Punch, I don't think I would be able to knock it out. Kartana has pretty good physical defense. Just terrible HP and special defense. As yeah, we'll be able to get the Night Slash off. Metagross will go down. Yep. Here's the Night Slash. Goodbye, Metagross. And that will be a good game. So good game to my opponent. As I think we could do one more. Why not? I think I played that pretty solidly. I covered the bases. I suspected Salamence in the back. I made the best play possible. And targeted down that Salamence with the Night Slash plus Shadow Bone, which I knew would be able to KO. Well, not KO, but put it in a range of another Night Slash, even at -1. And then really Metagross couldn't touch Kartana, and the Marowak was already low enough to where Night Slash was going to pick up the knockout. So I think I played that pretty solidly. Just protect the Kartana, weaken all my opponent's Pokemon, and then able to sweep. So let's see if we can win this next battle. I would really love 3 in a row. I would really love 3 in a row. We find Charlie. Charlie, are you going to be the one that allows me to get 3 wins? But we're going to see a threatening team reign with Golduck, Magnezone, Tapu Lele, Metagross, Pelipper, and Buzzwole. Let's see. So Buzzwole is a pretty strong Pokemon. It's a bug fighting type Ultra Beast. It's actually pretty great. It has great HP, great attack, decent defenses. Assault Vest is probably the #1 set I've seen other than Choice Band. Life Orb sets as well. It's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong Pokemon. I think I'm safe leading Kartana Milotic with Ninetales and Marowak in the back. If he wants to lead Rain, that's fine. Because if he leads Rain, I can go into Ninetales, break the Pelippers, probably Focus Sash, get the Freeze Dry off, and also the fact that Hydro Vortex won't be able to knock my Kartana out. So we'll see how this goes. Kartana Milotic will be the lead of choice here. Tapu Lele and Buzzwole, not the lead I was expecting. Too bad I have exactly no idea what I can do against the lead. Superpower is probably evident. I don't think you Psychic the Kartana. I think you Protect if you're at the Tapu Lele, unless there's Scarf. Do I assume he's Scarf? He might be the Z move because this looks similar to Aaron Zhang's team. Or he might Cider Shaki. But then again, he would be worried about the Kartana. So I'm actually going to switch out directly into my Marowak here and go for the Scald into Buzzwole. I would assume he would have brought the Rain in the back. I will weaken this Buzzwole. So Marowak will come out. We're going to see the Shattered Psyche. I could have just went for the Smart Strike. Alright, so we're going to see the Shattered Psyche come out. And now target down to Milotic. I don't, even with a Calm Milotic, I don't think we're living this boosted Psychic Terrain. Yeah. I'm guessing a Superpower is going to come out though. Yep, into the Marowak. Go out into Kartana, I guess. I'm not liking my position at all, though. I think I have to Flare Blitz Buzzwole. I just wish I knew how fast Buzzwole was. Okay, so what I'm thinking is he switches into Pelipper for the Tapu Lele. And if he does that, I basically have to think that the Buzzwole is, I basically have to pray that the Buzzwole is, slower than Marowak for some reason. Which I don't think will be the case, but I think that's the only possible win condition I could have. Because if I switch into Ninetales, it's going to break the Focus Sash, and then I'm basically screwed. What? He's not switching out. Alright, Psychic into the Marowak. We should be able to live. Why does that always get the roll that it needs to knock out? That's Modest, and that got the roll. Superpower is going to come out into Kartana. That's just going to seal up the game. I don't know. I don't agree with some of my opponent's plays, but he did beat me, so that's a good game. Because the only way I could win is by freezing my opponent's Pokemon. Like, I don't agree with me that I could have just stayed in and went for the Smart Strike onto Tapu Lele. That would have just been... I think yeah, that could have potentially just cost him the game right there, to be honest, because he couldn't touch Milotic afterwards. Yeah, I don't get that play, to be honest, but oh well. Live and learn. I guess I should have just went for a more simpler play. Basically, my win condition is getting a double freeze. Free on Tapu Lele, no freeze. Yeah. But I think I have to change the EV spread on Marowak. That's something that's really been bugging me, is how every Psychic has gotten the damage roll onto my own Marowak. I think it's like a... I think it's a roll, maybe it's a 68.8% chance in their favor, but... yeah, I still can't believe that. I can't believe he just let his Tapu Lele in where... he needed Tapu Lele to knock out Milotic, I think. And he could have just lost to the Smart Strike. Oh, well, I'm not going to question it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys did, we aren't able to get the 3 wins per video yet. I'm really upset about that. But, you know what? We will soon. We will soon. We'll get there. Gotta learn more about this team. I'm playing it off camera as well and trying to learn it better and have a better experience for you guys. We live and learn. If you guys missed an episode of VGC back-to-back battles, down in the description. You can also check out the team if you guys want to try it out, down in the description as well. You can check out my social medias. Feel free to check out my Twitter, my Twitch, which I will actually be starting live streaming. I think I'm going to start Monday, actually, the day right after Christmas. You know why? Because I think I have free time on Monday, and if I'm 100%, I don't see why not. I'll do a viewer battle stream, and we'll have a lot of fun. You can check out my Patreon page if you guys want to support me on YouTube with all the new, you know, stuff like equipment, layouts, etc. Gotta get more of those actually. So, yeah, if you guys want to check that out, and there are also some more rewards coming Patreon's way, you can definitely go check that out. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I want to say. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video, and I'll see you guys around in another one.